So what do you think? What do you think nature needs so that phase tower is not broken?
I think you can't add anything to nature that makes it like viable against phase tower because that would make the faction pretty much broken. I think you just need to tone down the phase tower. That's
And
like the easiest thing.
uh-huh. I mean,
Like
I'm thinking like what if nature had some sort of suppression ability or something?
suppression, but oh, so you mean like Sunstraders?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how much it would cost. It
Hmm.
would be like maybe useful. Like the thing is, Phase Tower is still, generally speaking, still underrated. Like it is not just useful against nature.
Right.
Like I just watched some of Hero's games today, and he has he has like some games where he just plays Phase Tower against everything. It doesn't matter if it's like Shadow, Nature, Fire, what or Frost. Like he just
Hmm.
plays it and spams it because like the stat efficiency of the card, even after the port, like you spend 60 power and get a pretty much a turret with stats that has like 900 damage
Yeah.
and 600 HP.
Right.
Like I think no tier 1 unit ever had like such good stats apart from Tree Spirit pre-nerf.
Hmm.
So like even after the port, the card is still super cost efficient, and in addition to that, there are like apart from Sunderer, no units that have siege damage in tier 1. For other units you have usually counter types like Sunstriders against M units, Scavenger against S, Firesworn against Sunderers or stuff like that. But siege units, like there's only a single one in the game, and nature has a really hard time because their units are pretty much low DPS and yeah, pretty expensive too,
Yeah.
which makes like
I wonder what if you
affection
gave
helpless.
nature what if you gave nature a spell like Ward of the North, but it was like 100% damage against building damage.
Well, I think you could abuse this against power wells, so I'm not sure.
How
Or
how
what do you mean? Or do you mean like Word of North? Like you mean a building that
Yeah,
you
so
can
would so Ward of the North
defensively?
would just like create an area where like building damage
Or,
was, reduced by 3/4 or something like that. Maybe that'd be too strong against like mortars or something. I don't know.
okay, I see what you mean. Mm, well, depends on like the damage percentage and the cost of the card
Mhm.
and the range of the area.
Right.
So I'm not entirely sure. Like the thing I would just recommend in terms of balancing is just take away 200 damage from the face tower.
Uh-huh.
Like if the damage value just gets down to 700, so like something around 20%, like it's a little bit more, I
Mhm.
think. But like if you tone it down like this, you can do stuff like the thing that's like really problematic with face tower, for instance, is when you just play on mid-centered maps like Elion, you can just take a well with Shadow in the middle of the map because nature has to start Spearman against it or
Mhm.
Windweavers. So just can take a well in the middle and build up a face tower and defend it. Like there's no way to rush it if the Shadow player does properly.
Mhm.
And this is pretty much a big problem because you just lose out against Shadow at that point, because if you can't rush a well, you are either like forced to take a well by yourself, which sort of is bad for nature because it opens up 2 points to attack, so you can do split attacks, which are really effective against nature.
Uh-huh.
Or you just go tier 2, which is sort of in many situations like the only chance to survive, which is, I don't know, something I don't like.
Uh-huh. So if Shadow takes a well, how do I rush it? Let's say it's like Ilion, Shadow gets there first, immediately takes a well.
With nature, you just can't.
Or sorry,
Like
with fire.
with fire, Sunderer,
Thunder? Okay,
like
so if I don't have Thunder, I just give up rushing.
um, depends. Like the thing is, Shadow can't. At least Shadow can't use Face Tower in this case because the Scavenger is already at the middle because it's with 2.
Hmm.
so there's no way to build up a phase tower with fire against fire.
Right.
So that's not a big issue, but
Yeah, it's the Forsaken is my issue. I just like
Forsakens, are usually the issue, and I think with hacks and sort of good micromanagement, you can still rush well. I've seen that happen sometimes, like when I watched some of CDK Roy's replays, he did that from time to time.
Okay.
When he had thugs in his deck. I think later on he just didn't play them anymore, but I'm not sure. But usually you can just use Sunderer, which is really good against Shadow.
So if like on Elion, is Sunderer like an instant win?
If your opponent takes the well, yes.
Can we try? Can we try like real fast? Just.
Yeah, sure.
I'm probably gonna do it wrong, and then you can explain how I'm doing it wrong.
Okay, let's see. Let me just take a deck where I've... Yeah, this one.
So okay, I've got Scavenger, Sunstrider, Sunderer, and Mortar in my deck.
Okay.
And Sunderer is E2. What?
But Eruptions too, right?
Oh yeah, and Eruption, of course.
Okay, good.
I take Eruption even my not fire decks. I love that card too much. And then just the Sunder right now is okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I see the problem.
Yeah, it's like
so what you did wrong is like when I activate the Forsaken, you just need to retreat.
Okay.
So just wait until they run out and then attack.
Would the Sunderer have survived that though?
Yes. Like, also when I just activated the first one, you could have retreated for sure.
Okay, just the first one.
Yeah, the first one. That's already enough.
Okay. Can we try that again?
Yeah, sure.
Because yeah, it's like I didn't get it halfway on your well.
Well, I think also the Sunderer just took a pretty weird path.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it walked around the power wells, which took a little bit more time for it.
Yeah, but...
to get close to the well.
So should I have just like spawned him closer to the well?
At least like not on the side where the power wells were in the way to reach the power well.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit further on the left side would be already enough.
But yeah. Realistically, I probably got like a second, like a second squad of. So run now.
Yeah, it's already a little bit too late, I think. Maybe it doesn't survive now. Oh, it does. Okay. But your other units should run too.
All right.
Because if I can pick them off, it's gonna be worth it for me. Yeah. Because like this, the Forsaken will just die now, and you will get like sort of close to even play a second Sunderer.
Oh, okay. Is that the trick? Playing second Sunderers?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
If at least if you get the power to do so, it's really good. Because I just can body block one of them.
Okay. I think that Sunderer's dead. Yeah, that wasn't effective.
Not that one. Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Well, it was pretty much all small micro mistakes about like retreating too late, and you know I just got the scavenger for free,
Okay.
and yeah, pretty much a lot of damage into the to the Sunderer too.
So when should
Which
I
was
retreat it?
like-
Immediately when you frenzied?
Yeah, pretty much.
So am I
Immediately.
just like waiting
With
to
all
wait out the
units.
frenzy?
Yeah, you just run away with all units. That's like sort of the intention you have. Like you have sort of a 100 power advantage, for instance. Then you just run in, and if I frenzy a unit, especially like if I frenzy it very early, it's pretty much easier. Like most people panic in this situation and frenzy early, so it gets even easier.
Mhm.
You can just run away and just wait for your second Sunderer to sort of be in the position where we have like two Sunderers, just one can be body blocked. And since the frenzy runs out, you have an advantage that's even bigger than 100 power at that point. And this should be usually enough to at least kick the power well. Usually, most of the time, the Shadow player will sort of remain with 1 or 2 units around the position, but you will get the power well for sure.
Okay. And I should play it like I don't know you're about to take that well, which means I'm spawning Sunstriders as soon as I can, right?
Yeah, right. That's true. Because if you spawn the Sunderer early, I would just not take the well. But maybe you can sort of just spawn one squad of Sunstriders, because I played no dazed units at all, so you could potentially assume that I would like try to take the well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because now it will take a while for you to get Sunderer, so now I have like 3 units in a really good position to get off maximum DPS without getting picked off. And you should maybe try to avoid the Dread Charger body block.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Oh wait, that was dazed.
What?
My Dread Charger was dazed. It was weird.
Oh. Yeah, so I don't think it's easy to rush.
Well, it's not exactly easy, but it's definitely like possible like 100% of the time if you know how to do it properly.
Okay. Well, I need to go, but let's keep practicing this, please. Cause...
Okay, sure. We can do this.
Yeah.